Hello, ladies and jelly spoons. Welcome to the Game Dojo, and welcome to a very special episode of Inside the Dojo with your host, the Game Ninja. Welcome to the Game Dojo, my Game Dojo, my fortress of solitude, the heart of Gamer Nation. I am the Game Ninja, and today we are talking about the NES Classic, the SNES Classic, the Sega Genesis Classic, the PlayStation Classic. Before these classics came out, we did have mini systems. None of them blew the hype up the way the Nintendo NES Classic Mini did back in November of 2016. And there's a reason for this. Then, president of Nintendo, Reggie Fils-Aimé, wanted to bridge the gap and spark some sort of whispering campaign between the Nintendo Switch and the generational console of Nintendo consumers. So he had what was called the Mini Nintendo. Mini NES or NES Classic, I have actually up there on the wall. I don't know if you can see up there. I actually have both. I have the NES and I have the SNES. So I have the SNES and the NES. I have them both up there. But November 16th was a special day. Now, I had just heard about it in, I believe it was September. September, people were talking about it. Nintendo got something new coming out. Nintendo got something new coming out. Now, the Switch had already been out, so I was just like, what could this possibly be? What could this possibly be? The talk of the Switch had been out. Everybody knew about that. What could this possibly be? And then there was talk of bringing back the Nintendo days, the Nintendo glory days. And at the time, I was working at Walmart. So, of course, I was intrigued because now I'm just like, well, what is it? What is it? So they finally broke an announcement at a Nintendo Direct, and they talked about the NES Classic. Mini Nintendo, well, we all know it as a RetroPie cart, but it was a mini, small, scheduled Nintendo. I actually have it here with me. Now, for those of you who don't know what the NES is, the Nintendo Entertainment System was probably a lot of Gen X's first taste of an actual home console. What's in the box? Well, what's in the box was the actual console that came out. The NES Classic. Now, when this first came out, the real classic, the Nintendo Entertainment System back in 1985 or 86, depending on when you got it and where you got it, or the Famicom, depending on which region of the world you were in. This thing revolutionized the world, and it changed the way we looked at home consoles. The NES, though archaic and old now, literally was the foundation, building blocks of a lot of console structures, and birthed the hype between console fights and console fanatics. The NES, for most of us, I don't know about you guys, because a lot of people are few and far between this audience. We have some older, some younger. I am an OG gangster, an OG gamer that they talk about. I go way back to the 70s. So the NES wasn't my first system, but it was my first, what we called back then, next gen system, because it was Atari, ColecoVision, Commodore 64. We had hard disk systems, a floppy disk. I don't know what most of you know if floppy disk is, but before then, gaming was very rudimentary. I mean, the Atari 2600, 5200, 7800, there was a lot of things out that Nintendo revolutionized the market with. Even Mario Brothers was on Atari, but it's nothing like we had ever seen before. So the nostalgia for the NES hits a lot of older people where the heart is. It was the birth of gaming for a lot of people, for a lot of generations. So when it was announced that this mini version of that system was coming out, no cartridges, could be played on a HD flat screen TV. That's right, modern TVs via HDMI. No blowing cartridges. Came with 2 controllers, and inside of it, 30 games. 30 games to play. I can't tell you how I went crazy in thought process, like, I gotta get one. I gotta get one of these things. But Nintendo, as they always do, had an idea. Let's create supply and demand to see how much people really are feeling these little Nintendo classics. The store I worked in got 6 units on launch day. 6. There was a line wrapped around electronics out into the aisle, out into the front of the store. 6 for the midnight release of the NES Classic, November 16th. I was working that night. I can't tell you how many times I wanted to quit, clock out, be the first person in line, and get me an NES Classic. But I knew that couldn't happen. And I wasn't stupid enough to give up a job for an NES Classic. But I'm sitting here, I'm at a dilemma, because I'm sitting here at a desk looking at this awesomeness, these beautiful NES Classics, because before that they were locked up and put away, so they weren't brought to the floor probably till about maybe, I would say 11:30. That's when they were brought to the photo in the back of electronics, and we got to open the box, and I'm just looking at them. I was just like, I want to take one of these things and run away with it. It was so amazing and so awesome. A couple of friends I knew were lucky enough to be the first in line to get a couple. I was angry. I had this stomach virus face. I was kind of angry. I wanted one of these. But I knew if I didn't get it at launch, sooner or later, I would get one. I knew sooner or later I would get one. Now, you're talking about November, so the Christmas season is coming. The chances of getting one in time for Christmas, almost impossible. Almost impossible. Every place that got them almost sold out immediately. Online, in-store, Amazon, eBay, sold out immediately. The few ones that were out, people were reselling for $500, $600, $800, $1,000, and people were buying them. I mean, it was crazy. It was madness. And I was just like, maybe in a month or two or after Christmas, I'll be able to get one. No problem, because that's the way I am. I am hype over these things, but not hype enough to, throw my hat in the ring. I can deal. If I get one, it may be a little bit later, but sooner or later I'll get there. I'm the turtle. I ain't gonna beat the hare in the race, but sooner or later I'll get there. And Christmas Eve, I was working, and as we were all leaving the store and turning off everything, because they only close one time a year. As we were leaving, one of my coworkers met me in the parking lot and was like, I got a gift for you. We're going to exchange gifts, because we had like a Pollyanna. So I gave him his gift, and he gave me my gift. And I was just like, oh, cool. All right, cool beans. I wasn't really expecting anything. And he was like, open it now. And I was like, it's not Christmas. Like, I'll open it tomorrow. He's like, no, open it now. I want to see the look on your face. Let me tell you how I peeled back the wrapping paper on that sumbitch, and it was an NES Classic. It was an NES Classic. I had received an NES Classic for Christmas. Bro, I could not wait to hook that shit up to my TV and bust it. I could not wait. It actually felt like Christmas morning. I mean, I wasn't in the spirit at that time, because as you're an adult and you work, Christmas has a different feeling for you. I mean, it's different when you're younger. As you get older, Christmas it's a different feeling. And I don't want to say it becomes just another day, but to help other people and to bless other people sometimes just feels better than expecting you to receive things. Plus, anything you want, you can get yourself. So I was without words. And all night, as I got home, I could not wait to hook this damn thing up. And I was just like, nah, I'm gonna wait for Christmas. I'm gonna wait for tomorrow. I'm gonna go to sleep, take it down. I'm gonna wait for tomorrow, and then I'm gonna hook it up. And then we gonna play. I'm gonna hook it up, and then we gonna play. I'm gonna hook it up, then we gonna play. Then everything is gonna be good, and it's gonna be all right. And it was awesome as I thought it would be. Absolutely phenomenal. I played almost all day long, Christmas Day, almost all day long. No blowing of the cartridges, no getting halfway into the game and then the screen flashes gray and white, old Nintendo problems. Y'all don't know about that. Only OGs know about them old Nintendo problems. A save state, because back in the day there was no save states, there was no SD card, there was no memory card. You did it all or nothing. If you didn't beat the game, you started back from the beginning. If you were lucky enough, there was some kind of code you could put in to go to a jump to another level. But if not, it was all or nothing. That's the days we live in. It was Wild Wild West, son. If you ain't beat Mario, you're going to have to start from World 1-1. That's just the way it is. But 3 and 4 days after, there was talk online that people could hack them. And I'm like, oh, yeah, you could put the entire 666 games on your mini. And I'm like, nah, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, there's enough space on that cart to squeeze more games on there. I was like, See, I knew about emulation, and I knew what the NES Mini was. I knew it was a RetroPie cart. I knew some things, but I didn't know everything. And within that week, there were actual YouTube videos. How to. This is what's been done. I've done it. Check this out. Add games. Check it out. Add it for yourself. And I was intrigued. I was very intrigued. I mean, the fact that I could put all my games on a Nintendo. Now I have a Nintendo, an NES with all the games. No cartridges, no blowing, no rubbing alcohol. You gotta be out of your mind. Well, ladies and gentlemen, they were not joking. And those who have and knew the way taught the way to oblivion. And the rest is absolutely amazing. I love brains, I love people's minds, and I love human ingenuity. Out of necessity, ingenuity creates avenues that makes gaming legacies awesome. And these are the legacies that I'm talking about today. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I want you to sit back, relax with your favorite bag of snacks, and get ready for these game tracks, because these are the classics that changed the world. Let's dive right in. Now, what was needed? Just the Mini, an HDMI cord, and a micro USB to a wall outlet block. That's it. That's all you were needed to make your dreams come true. So let's hook it up, pop it in, and let's see what shakes loose with that juice. All right, that NES classic. Controller, the wand at the ready, everything is nice and steady. Let's do this. Ladies and gentlemen, there it is right there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit that bing power. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We can get into some gangster stuff. Alright. Let's go to that HDMI. There it is. There it is. Let's jump into something real tasty real quick. Let's do this. Oh, by the way, not saying, but there's way more than 30 games here. You know how we do. Can't beat Nintendo for music. Can't beat Nintendo for music. Wrath of the Black Manor. Can't beat Nintendo for music. The man in the red knows something. Too bad we ain't gonna know what he knows. Oh yeah. Lidaga, you call me. Tell me I ain't still got that shit. Tell me I ain't still got that shit, baby. Woo! 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 And what I like about that is you can save the data. And we're gonna lock it. I told you, this was the truth to life in a way, even better when you got all the games on it. Oh my God, this was more of an experience than you ever even dreamed of. I'm telling you. Flip, flap, bam, get the peanut butter, I'm ready to jam. Skate or Die, Ninja Turtles Arcade, Bart versus the Space Mutants, Tiny Toons, Manhattan Project, and then when you get down to end, you see these little joints right here, right? You hit that joint, you like, well, what does that little file do? That file adds more. Look at that. Excite Bike, Ice Climber, Mario Bros, Donkey Kong. How could we not? You know what? This is the game that started it. This is the game that started it. We gotta bust a little bit, just a little bit to represent, just a little bit. Show you how it's done. Where that? Right here? There it is. Never forget it. Oh. Give me that flower. See, I know about that. You get either a 3 or a 6. You get fireworks at the end of the match. I'm telling you, I forgot more than most people will ever know. Forgot. You know what? I'm gonna take y'all there, and then we gonna stop this, because we could go forever for this, but I'm gonna take y'all there. Just watch. You're about to see some top classified, top flight shit right here. Just watch. Shh, shh, shh. Go to sleep. Watch. Come here. Watch. Scotty Pie Hook. I had to do my little Bill Cosby on that one. I love this shit, yo. We're gonna hit that little reset button on Nintendo.
Should we? Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, ba-doom, 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 boom, ba-doo-doom, boom, 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 ba-doom.
Oh my God, there's just so much goodness in here. So much goodness. Batman, Narc was the game. Nightmare on Elm Street, Beetlejuice, Friday the 13th, Ghostbusters RC Pro-Am.
I gotta tag Joe. I gotta tag Glass Joe. Who wanna see me tag Glass Joe? You wanna see if I still got it? I'm an Elden Lord twice, Ring of Power. You wanna see if I still got it? You wanna see if I still got it? I still got it. I still got it. He should have never came back. I don't think Glass Joe ready for what's about to go down.
I don't know, Joe. I don't think you ready for this, Joe. I don't think you ready for this, Joe. Mario presiding. The Honorable Mario presiding. Oh, he messed me up. I was supposed to punch him in the face. I messed it up. He slipped one in, man. He slipped one in. Slipped one in. Sit your silly self down. I told you, Glass Joe.
Told you, he wasn't ready for what was about to go down. He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. Even after 19 years, he wasn't ready. Well, it's more like 45 years, but Glass Joe, he was never ready. He was never ready. He was never on the level. Sorry, Glass. Go sit down, bruh. You and Soda Pop Pensy, y'all need to sit down at a bar somewhere and hash it out. It's over. It's over.
Oh, Rat Racer, yes. Oh, I was right there at the checkpoint. Right there at the checkpoint. I ain't even get the. That was good. That was a good run. That was a good run.
Yo, so like I said, you don't understand the fun and excitement of Nintendo, baby.
Baby. You could bust Nintendo all night. Narc was the John. Narc was my John from back in the day. Little Mermaid, Home Alone, so hard. Little Mermaid and Home Alone are so hard. And Mo Games. RoboCop versus Terminator, Terminator 2, Track and Field, Side Pocket, Super Mario. Oh.
We gotta do Super Mario 2. Got to.
It's always gonna be the princess. She my day one on this one. She been my day one. She will always be my day one. Surprise! Kaboom! Brother know them secrets everywhere in a Mario game. Hey, Birdo. I just played you on Mario Kart the other day. I forgot you came from here.
So much fun to be had with a Nintendo Classic Mini. November 16th, 2016 was probably the beginning of something amazing and magic, and they redid it the next year, and Sega Genesis was able to do it, PlayStation was able to do it, not as well, but they were able to do it, and then Nintendo just stopped.
It's horrible. But I get why they did it. They were drumming up nostalgia. I know what they were doing. I knew why they were doing it. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Double dribble pro wrestling. I think we're gonna end with I know, see, I wanted to do Kung Fu, but you know what? Let's go down the rabbit hole just a little bit further, since y'all came this long way. Turtles in Time Tournament Fighters, Widget the World Watcher, what? Wacky Races, the Manhattan Project, Tecmo Bowl. We're gonna end with Kung Fu.
We gonna end with Kung Fu. Doom diddle doom diddle doom diddle doom diddle doom diddle doom. What do do do? What do do do? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for joining me for this amazing Nintendo Power Hour. This is something I haven't done in a very long time, and I absolutely love it. If you have, sorry, let me hit the brightness for a second. If you have one HDMI port, one outlet, and about maybe $30, you can recapture your youth for Nintendo in ways you never dreamed of.
It's absolutely amazing.
It's absolutely wonderful. All those flavorful, amazing feelings are there waiting to be had once again by you. All those amazing, awesome. I can't wait to do the next installment of this. I mean, I'm going to hit all the minis. We going down. We are going down these lanes. And if you let it just run, look at that. If you let it run, it got a little screensaver. It does little cool things by itself. Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? Mario takes it back and claims it for Mario. Some pretty cool stuff. Anyway, if you have like $30, one HDMI, and an outlet open, you can live your dreams. You can make your dreams a reality. If you're old school, if you want old school, if you want to be old school. Now, we do have an original Nintendo. There's nothing wrong for the original Nintendo. There's nothing wrong with blowing the cartridges, using alcohol, which you're not supposed to do. Even though they say blowing did nothing, we know it did because it worked. But frustrations aside, if you want to use technology in the next gen, the emulation is great. I mean, absolutely great. I mean, the experience is great, and the fact that you have something tiny and small, like that little Nintendo mini console, it's cute, it's amazing, and it's a nostalgic feeling. And it'll decorate any desk and make anything feel better. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here in the Game Dojo in 2024, there is fun to be had still in the realm of classic gaming. And the Nintendo Entertainment System Classic, the NES Classic, is still chipping in 2024. It all depends on your arena of combat. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, happy gaming. Until next time, keep that game tight like Kobe did on game night. Your game is on and it's strong, and when it's on, it's like hot buttered popcorn. So maybe in another game, another time, another round, maybe I'll be right side up and you'll be upside down. One of these days I'll tell you what that means. If you're smart enough, you catch it and pop it in the comments. But if not, one of these days I'm just gonna drip it out. It's a raindrop. I'm gonna drip it out and let y'all know. Until then, I'm gonna take my Nintendo Classic, and we gonna hop back into some games because I got a lot of game to be gaming. I'll check you out next time from the Game Dojo. It's your boy, the Game Ninja. Happy gaming. I love y'all, and I love this.